witches roar. Grandma's conquering every lore. She's got wisdom, skill, and reflex too. In the minds of Moria, she's breaking through. Gaming grandma's in the zone tonight. Her pixel world shining bright. From the mines to the mountains, she's the queen. Living the dream in a gaming scene.
Well, 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 here I am. Alive and ready, hopefully, to get going. All right, Cal's here, all ready today. Hopefully I've got everything set up and ready to go.
Much accomplished. Much
Yes,
to do.
much accomplished. All right, how are you today, Cal? I think I'm ready to play some Moria. Let's see. Sorry for being late today, folks. Bet you can guess why I'm late.
Hello there.
Hello there, Tyler. Well, we made some pretty significant accomplishments last episode. We've got our Delvestone. Look at that. We placed it right at the end of last episode. And it's looking pretty good. And I received some news that the reason my dwarves would not go in the door is an issue with the fact that it's the Beorn Lodge door, and the Beorn Lodge came after all the other stuff, so I have to change the door. So I did. We now have an adamant door. Not all that pretty, but it'll do. It'll do. Let's at least get it a little bit trimmed here. So hopefully this will stop the problem. Something to do with the lodge was done after, I don't know. The tech stuff, you know how it is. It hurts my head. So let's, so I was doing it just as I was starting. I'm like, uh-oh, I forgot. I got to change the door. So we're going to change the door really quick here. And then we're going to figure out what's next. There we go. We have changed the door. Looks a little better. We've got some hungry dwarves, I believe. Let's see. Just waking up this morning. Shouldn't I have 4? I thought at this point in the game I had 4. Where's the other one? Is he up sleeping at the lodge? The hunting lodge? Famished. Alright, let's get some food going. Get some breakfast. The first thing I'm going to get is a cook. In my PlayStation world, one of the people I rescued was a cook. I was like, yeah, that's okay
Hello
with
there.
me. Jedi's here. You put the 2 doors in at Narvi's, Beorn to normal so we can lock in the NPCs if we want. Oh, well that's a clever idea. I'll have to ask you later why on earth you'd want to lock them in. That's our only egress, which really isn't very smart and wouldn't pass OSHA, so I don't need to worry about that. But once we spread out, and I want them to be in some of the other buildings, provided that will work, we'll have to change out some other doors. But we don't know yet if that's going to work. We're still experimenting. Oh, is that my 4th guy out there? Already at work? Not worried about eating? 1. Were the other 2 still upstairs? Why don't you just block the stairway there, buddy? Yes, okay. to dangerous places. I've taken care of all the danger. No, I haven't. There's more danger to come. And, you know, at some point I'm going to have to make a decision about blocking off our area here. You know, because we don't want bad guys coming in. But, I don't know. And my garland's gone because I took the door out. So, I don't know. I haven't decided what I'm going to do about the doors or the, I mean, we got adamant out here. So, that's good. Let me fix my, we had one of these up here. Thought we did. We did. I had to snap it off kilter though. Alright. Yeah, we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do about sieges because there is still going to be sieges. But we've been handling them so far. And the more dwarves we get, the better it'll be, I think. And that's crooked. We can't have that. That's against the rules. Let's try that again. Is that okay? Be that way. Maybe I actually have to attach it to the building. That looks better. Okay. And we've got our King's Brew. That was our treat for killing the dragon, of course. So now we can get drunk a lot. Okay, so what are we doing? Let's look at our quests. Our quests here. We've got to talk to Auric, meet the raven outside at the Dimral Dale. Outside? Outside. Which I suppose that means we need to go back to the Dimral Gate.
At your service.
Okay, I put in a right door. You're supposed to go out by yourself now. Alright. Oops, did I just like totally just stick myself in the door? I did. Alright. Let's go. Let's not take the cat fur with us. Okay. Dimral Gate. Durin's Tower. Let's see. Dora Delve. I bet you I did not put a stone outside or up in the first hall. So let's go check it out. Look at all this debris we need to clean up. We can't have this here. Don't fall in while you're trying to remove it either. There we go, that's better. Go away, bat. Man, I got 3 bats the other day coming up from there, that direction. And I fell off 3 times trying to get those bats. It's ridiculous. I was killed more like by bats than anything else. Let's get this in here. Too bad we can't remove this wood right here, right? We might have to come over and clean this all up at some point. Can we get that out of there? No, can't get that out of there either. Alright. Let's go meet Auric. Eric. I thought it was Auric because of the way it's spelled. And I swear at the very beginning, when they address him, they say Auric. Alright. Let's exit again. see what we find. Travel to the Dimril Dale. Let's see what's at the Dimril Dale. Definitely R, not air. Well, then I heard one of the dwarves say Eric.
Are assembling. This is who we're building for.
Yes, it was. Let's talk. Oh, he's not gonna talk like usual. Okay, Arik, Raven of Erebor, outside the Dimril Dale. Outside the Dimril Gate, a camp filled with dwarves who want to work in Moria. What is the recruitment process? I should have brought coins. Talk. Find their skills and what coins they expect. Coins? Right. Yes, coins. Dwarves expect wages in advance. Well, what? In advance? How do I know I'm going to like them? Best get started. And I did not bring any coins. No, I did. I do. I must have. Oh, yeah, I broke down a couple gold piles. Well, that was good. I broke down the Christmas gold piles out front because the orcs kept eating them anyway, breaking them. All right, we've got Alvi. Let's find out what he does.
Cheers.
He does building and mining. We will definitely need him at some point, but my goal would be to find a cook if possible, or what they call a versatile, however you want to say it. Let's see. We got Lyra. Let's see what Lyra does. Artistry. So they're going to work at the crafting table. I want to create the first new art in the restored Khazad-dûm. I'd like the galleries to display works that mark the kingdom's rebirth, created by my hands. All right. You see that? Recruit for 300 gold pieces. Now, do we have to give them raises later? I thought I saw another. Didn't I see another one over here, maybe? Yes, I did. Talk. A new kingdom needs weapons and tools, a guaranteed market, better than competing with established smiths elsewhere. The demand is greatest here. So we've got a builder, sounds like. Smithing and metalworking. So this guy could make the armor. He could also make the ingots to make the armor. There you go. We could give him 2 jobs. So I think those are my 3 choices. Is that correct? Nobody else in here? Nobody there? All right. So mason, builder, blacksmith. Not any of them are a cook. Sometimes I've seen some up here, but I don't see any of the little markers that there is somebody there. What is going on with my nose today? It's itchy and leaky and ridiculous. Finally found an allergy pill that works, and then the doctor was like, but it's drying out your eyeballs. I'm like, is that why they're uncomfortable? Well, knowing the game, at this point you're going to need a builder. Not necessarily an artistry or, I mean, eventually you will. I mean, you're going to need all of them at one point. So the other thing to know of is that they're going to leave, this one's going to leave in 21 hours. So that means in 21 hours you can come back and there'll be somebody different in their place. But let's take Alvi with us since there is no cook.
Cheers.
I'm jumping with joy. Tight the fell beast hall. That's not what I call it, is it? Is that what I called my delving? I don't even remember. Builders, you really want to have other skills too. Yes. Oh, I see what you wrote there for me. 1 skill, 2 skills, 3 skills, versatile. Yes. What do you do with the guy that has no skills? I guess you just give him a basket or a weapon. So should I go ahead and get the blacksmith? I mean, I don't have anything for them to do yet. Artistry. Guard or scavenge until you unlock skill hats. Ooh. I don't think I ever did that in my other PlayStation world. It got so laggy I kind of gave up. But there's a new patch in now. So, this was our smithing metalworking. Okay, we're going to need you eventually. So let's go ahead and get you. I mean, we're going to need all of them eventually. Oh, Felby's Hall is full. Okay, that's right. You have to upgrade your delve stone. Now, I've only done this once, so I wonder if I should put my no spoiler sign up, because I've only gone through and done it once, and not even like totally completely, because I started having trouble with that world. All right, so let's get back to Community Lodge. I know my eyes just weren't finding what I was looking for. Alrighty then, so we have 5. I'm confused because I thought you had 4 and then there was another person that you got that made it 5. Okay. We have been out to the gate. Move in Arik. All right, I will ask if I need help. Yes. Like I said, some of this I know because I did get pretty far. All right, we want to bring Arik. Do we want him in the house or outside? I mean, is he going to like poo everywhere? Yeah, but I thought the 5th one I thought was the Wanderer. And I just hired the 5th one, right? Because I already had 4 here. All right, we need to invite Arik. Let's put him out here. Nope, I put him backwards. Sorry, Arik. Just a minute. I don't want you to be facing that way. So if I put him this way, I turned it to the right and it made it backwards. So let's turn it this way. There we go. Hi, how you doing? Special place this mountain, as the winds fly. I see plenty, hear plenty. When you have questions, I have answers. May nothing ever go wrong again. This is just more of a great relationship, feathered friends. Is it time, Jedi? Oh my gosh, it is time.
I need a better.
That must be the new guy I hired. He doesn't have a weapon.
Our enemies attack.
Well, actually, you started it, if you ask me.
It's been a while.
You started it. He was just minding his own business. All right, let's get some food going. You know, I think what it is by now, you just have that little tick happening so often. It's either shadow or poison or something, right? So you just stop worrying about it. So we got 3, 4, myself included, 5. So 6, I guess. And what time is it? It's dinner time. Let's get some pudding going. 6. Right? Because I had 4. And we just hired that guy. And we need to give you some armor. Right? Armor and a weapon. Because we're going to have you guard for now. I'm probably going to have more guards here than I did at any of the other bases, just because we're out here in the open. Need to get him a better weapon than that, though. Let's see. Khazad. I don't put helmets on them because I like to see them. Same reason I don't wear my own helmet. Alright, what are we going to make you? They don't carry a shield, so you might as well give them, you know, something decent. Actually, we can get that tier 6 right over here. Nope, not there. Here. Yes, this is a tier 5. Maybe I should give everybody a tier 5. I love them too. They're beautiful to look at. All right. We are also going to sleep. It's nighttime. Why aren't you guys going to bed? Alright. Let's find the new guy. I might add an ale down here. Nope. Okay. Hold still. It's bedtime. I'll wait till they're all in bed. Let's see, I think they've got, looks like they've got the, no, yeah, I'll have to look and see what weapons everybody has. What weapons are, oh, that one needs a bed.
So tired.
Yep. You need a bed.
I'm getting tired.
I haven't assigned them. I don't know, maybe I should. Torhild. What weapons and equipment do you have? Orcbane. We'll probably give you something different. At least you got something. Should I go? I can't claim their bed for them while they're in it. Arna, what do you have? You have Khazad and a Khazad weapon. That's pretty good. You're the one with nothing, so let's give you something. I hate to give it to them because they wake up when I'm up here in the night, but they go back to bed. I hate to interrupt their slumber, though. And we will give you this. For now. And let's see what you've got. So we need something more than the 3. You need some Khazad pants. You need me to repair those too. So why don't I just take them with me and repair them. He's naked. Stripped him of his clothes in the middle of the night. That's just rude. He's got a better weapon. I had to take away his basket because they had collected so much stuff I was having trouble finding a spot for it. Alright, how is your armor? It's in good shape. I just gave him that. What's your armor look like? It's alright. So I need Khazad pants. And this is Erebor. So we need a whole Khazad outfit and a better weapon and some Khazad pants. And am I going to remember this when I get back down here? Who knows? Who knows? Alright. Khazad pants. Gazad set and another weapon. So Gazad pants, then a second pair, gauntlets, armor. And let's give them the good weapon. I assume it actually makes a difference what weapon and armor they're wearing. There you go. Let's repair the other guy's armor. Get everybody set. So they didn't come out to get all this brew I made here. All right. Get everybody ready and then we'll figure out what's next. All right, I took your armor. Let's see. Be nice if you went on the body. And gauntlets and breeches. All right. Who else did I take? This one's.
Oh,
That sounded like she was appreciating my my touch. Aha. Kazad. Oh, Bella Ghost. Right? And somebody was getting a better weapon. Is that you?
yes.
Yes. And why didn't I what how come there isn't another Kazad?
Got it.
So I'll put the Bella Ghost on him. That's better than nothing.
Oh,
I didn't mean to wake
I'm
you,
getting
sir.
tired.
We'll go back to bed. And here we go. All right, getting them all ready. Miles Patrick. Hello, Miles Patrick. I did eat. I'm good. Welcome, welcome, Miles. Just getting my dwarves ready for the day, getting them plenty of armor. I'm not going to give the builder hammer yet because we don't have anything for them to build. So we got our 5, which is odd because I thought the 5th one was anyway. Maybe that happens later. All right, what's our quest? Maybe we should go to bed.
Potatoes.
Potatoes. That's right, it is Happy Valentine's Day. It's a contrived holiday, but you know, it's lovely nonetheless. People enjoy sharing gifts. I think my thoughts on that are love your person every day and give them flowers and chocolate when they need them the most. You know, when they're just having a sucky day. But thank you for wishing me Happy Valentine's Day. I should have put some like hearts or something on my overlay. Are you a fan, Miles, of the game? We have just put up our delve stone.
Woohoo! Yes.
So we're learning all about what happens next. Well, it is a wonderful game, and I can prove it because I've played 2,300 hours of it. And we've just had a new expansion, and their DLC bundle is at a great price on Steam right now. So I recommend it. obviously, if I've played it that much. It's a lot of fun. You can decorate, you can build things, you can adventure. Ah, you're at 2400. I got to catch up, Cal. You can adventure. And I have built a whole bunch of houses in here. We'll get a tour eventually if you stick around. You too, 2300? Or you responded to me? Yeah, 2300. Cal's another one, 2400. And we love the game. We absolutely love it. Most of us have all the DLCs. This Delvestone's new with the most recent Durin's Folk. We had a Yuletide one so you could celebrate the Yule. And I've still got all my decorations up. Maybe I'll take them down someday, or maybe I'll be one of those people that leaves them up year round. All right. And the food foiled, so food spoiled. But I'm hungry again. Anyway, I recommend the game. I absolutely recommend the game. Like I said, you can do lots of stuff. So now what is our... So now I need to put some stuff away. So now my fellow dwarves will start to earn pride points, and then you use the pride point to level up your delving. Actually, I should repair these before I put them in there, because we will be getting more dwarves. And eventually you'll start making monuments, and you'll start playing with traders. And so much more to do. So let's put these away. Let's put the rest of my stuff away. Luckily had the gold on me because I had taken down some piles. Let's see. This goes out in the garden. We have a lot more materials miles in this world than you would have typically at this point, because I originally used this world to build all these buildings. So I brought in extra materials from what is called a public warehouse, because I never would have collected enough material to make all these buildings in one world at least. And you can take your character into other worlds that you create. You can take your character into somebody else's world that they've created. It's a co-op game. You can have up to 8 people if the host is on a computer. And as much fun as I like doing it solo, it's a lot of fun with friends. All right, I've eaten. I still got stuff to put away. See, Grandma's distracted, often distracted. Easily distracted. All right, let's put some stuff away here. We will just put you here. And you here. I like to keep things separate. Things that you can't just outright eat. Oh my goodness, I am out of meat. I don't think I have any in any of my other boxes either. So we're going to be vegetarian for a while. Because even though I have a whole lots of food, extra food that I brought in. Well, there's 47. Like I said, there's more materials here than you will normally have. So hopefully these hunters, my fellow dwarves, and I did not clean out my dump chest. That's terrible. Terrible, terrible. Alright, let's get this meat in here. Eventually we'll have a cook, and I will be putting in a pantry for them. Lemonade made daily. Hey, how you doing? This is my little solo Beorn Lodge world. We've just got our delve stone up. We've got 5 dwarves out there mucking about. I have lots of buildings. If we got a few people that haven't seen it yet, we can do a tour. I don't know how many people do. I know Cal have seen it a number of times. But what's our next quest? Alright, we found the Dimral Dale. I'm thinking that's what we were talking about just now. I guess not. Alright, we got to build the Zagal of Wealth. So I guess I do need my builder to be working. You even visited, that's correct. I'm building in the Cranberry Grotto, but I'd love a tour sometime. If you haven't seen it, or if you're going to stick around, we'll do a tour right now. We certainly will do a tour right now. So, I call this the Community Lodge. And it can house a few. We have our inset. Because, you know, every time I've seen a Viking movie, the hearths are usually kind of inset in the ground. And I used the Beorn Lodge material because I was building this for that DLC when it came out. So I can have room for 7 guys in this building. And I'm hoping I can spread them all around and have the rest of them in other buildings. And we have our dance floor and our tavern. Can't destroy the monuments, so put it. See, I'm hoping that this whole area can be a delve, and I can put monuments all around. I'm only going to use one main delving for this world, and so I'll put rally stones other places. So there's my Colosseum. We're going to go over there. That's my cathedral. Calernib helped make. Well, he did make this. It's a path that gets me to other areas. I have not had problems. Well, initially I had to move some stuff out of the way for the beds. Like I had chests at the foot of each bed, and I had an armor stand next to each bed so they could put their armor away. So I did have to move those. Alright, so this is where I first built. So I could hang out here while I was building everything else. I call this my hunting lodge. And it's got a custom bed. Because you have to have a custom bed. And out here we can hang out by the roasting pit. I don't have any seating. I use the roasting pits for kind of a outdoor fire, because if you have a hearth everywhere, the orcs will siege. They'll siege on the hearth, so I didn't want to put a hearth over here. And we still have our Yuletide decorations up. We may have to come eventually and take those down. Need to put some materials away. Hey everybody, how you doing?
What news?
So we, Tyler, this was for the, what's his name? The Santa that's not a nice Santa. Can't remember his name right now. But anyway, if you were a good dwarf child, you could come here and you would be given gifts. But if you were a not good dwarf child, then you got coal, just like in the Santa stuff. So, Alaskan Care made this building. She was trying to duplicate kind of a Viking clan house.
Quiet. I see prey ahead.
So this is for like a visiting dignitary, so he can have his own place. Look, the beds got turned around. I don't know why there's beds in here, because if you put beds, sometimes you get your your dwarves sleeping somewhere else. So when I start to move dwarves into these buildings, I will have to assign them the bed. So Alaska built that one. Then we built this bridge across the river so that we could hang out together. I call this my tree house. So this is where the clan, like the whole clan leaders of this elven quarter would live. And I had to take out the meal tables too, because even though I was cooking at the community lodge, the meals would come up here. So there'll be beds up here for the clan chief, I guess, and his lieutenants. Yes, sandbox is great. This is not a sandbox though. This is a campaign. But yes, I love sandbox. So this is the elven quarter. Oops, I wanted to go out the other door. So this is our clan lodge. And Tyler has decorated for us here. Oh, it's going to get dark too. Now, I've made these outposts as well. And I'm hoping I can man the outpost. You know, assign a guard over here. So I will put, there's these guard flags you can make. Guard posts. I'm hoping I can make this an actual guard post and have a guard over here. Got everything they need. They can make a roasting. They can cook for themselves if they need to. Well, they won't, but you know. Ale. So they have everything they need. Can't put a bed over there, I don't think. So I don't know. I'm still learning how the guards are all going to work. Then I took out a beat up building that was here and built my own. So this is where I've put the blacksmith. I should do a video tour. I haven't done like a video, just a tour. So you can come in here and get your armor. I'll eventually have armor everywhere. And then up here you'll get your weapons. One of these days I'll make weapons to go on them. Are you taking notes, Lemonade? And then this is the blacksmith area. Materials. And he's got a nice view of the Elven Quarter. We can hang out up here. Now if he needs the big furnace and the big forge, he'll have to go over to the community lodge, but he can send one of his assistants over there. Alright, and because the blacksmith's going to get hungry, we have a bakery next door. Because you have to have food. Dwarves like food. So you can come here and buy your baked goods, or you can purchase the ingredients for your baked goods here. And then you can sit up here and sit with your scone and your coffee or your tea, your Karak tea maybe. Read the paper. Yes, this is the good portion of this is the Beorn Lodge DLC. All these wooden buildings are the Beorn Lodge. The Christmas decorations are the Yuletide DLC. Alright, then I've got another outpost over here. And I did put a flag, and somebody came over here once and stayed here, but they didn't come back. I even put a bed here, hoping it would encourage them. So I think what I'll do is I'll assign it. Oh, it's not giving me the assign option here. But they also have their brew. Their little campfire. And a guard bear. If you don't get in the bear's face, they don't bother you. And then Sir Cicero challenged me to make like a church. We did some research, and technically dwarves don't have churches. But I decided they would need a place for the Lord of Moria to marry the 1 out of 3 dwarves that choose to marry. I guess it's not a big deal to marry. Guess they just shack up maybe. So this is where you would come and the Lord of Moria would, hey Miles, we're doing a little tour. This is where the Lord of Moria, and it's got, I call this a cathedral because I learned it from Miriak Fermax. He did a cathedral for the Durin's folk, Durin's Tower, Lodge Tower Challenge. The Durin's folk, Durin Law Tower Challenge. Say that 3 times fast. And he did a cathedral ceiling like this. So I did one as well. I thought it would be perfect for a commitment hall, is what I'm calling it. A commitment hall. Where you can come and get committed. And they can decide what kind of commitment you need. Haha. Okay. Then Blue Jackson had a little challenge to make a cozy cottage. Mine's very cozy because I took his 4x4 three tile 2 literally and made a very very cozy one. But it's great, you know. Got a little water feature. There was a bed up here. At one point I had to take it out because the dwarves kept wandering. I think this is where the Lord's butler would hang out, because we have the Lord's manor in here. So when the Lord of Moria comes to visit, they would be staying here. They have an extra security wall here so that hopefully they won't be bothered. So this is the Lord of Moria's manor. And don't put flower pots next to your doors. That's just my advice. Or enter it very carefully. I love how well all the from the same builds and build such different builds. Oh, thank you. I love building. I spend a lot of time building. I wouldn't consider myself a master builder like Miriak Fermax or Axebeard or Davy, Jubo, some of the others, but I do all right. So this is where the Lord's going to meet with their lieutenants, you know, people from around the mines. And this is where their bedroom would be. So this is where the Lord of Moria would stay. Oh, Cal, I'm so sorry. Cal, you should see Cal's Great Hall and his Durin thing. His Durin Tower Challenge. I apologize, Cal. It is hard to remember all you wonderful builders. But Cal's another one. Cal or Nib. In fact, ooh, let me practice. Let me practice here. This. There we go. Go check out some of his stuff. Ha, I did it. Anybody else in my chat that's a streamer? Let me get it out there. I got a few people watching. Let's get your name out there if you're a streamer. All right. You have Lemonade Daily. Did you see Cal's? Yes. I apologize. That was a terrible oversight, especially given I hang out with him Friday mornings and he's in every single one of my streams. All right. I had the cathedral here at one point, the commitment hall. So at some point we're going to do a library bookstore over here. So we may have an episode where we just build. I know, but it was still a terrible oversight. It was still a terrible oversight. And Cal made the other end of the skywalk over here. So you don't have to go all the way around if you don't want to. And the bear will use it, the orcs will use it, the other creatures will use it. So this is my Beorn Lodge world. And I think it's pretty cool. And I cleaned up around the Narvi Forge. So I have a great view of the Narvi Forge. Zapaco's here. You just missed the tour of my Beorn Lodge world. This is the tavern. We're back to the tavern and dance floor. And it's time to sleep again already. All right, we got 4. Where's my 5th one? Somebody's stuck somewhere. Where are you? Let's go find you. Every once in a while there's a pathing issue, but not nearly as much as before. What's up, dude? Blocked from your bed. Sometimes if you just take away their equipment, they will go. Sometimes you have to take whatever they're standing next to. Yeah, they just did the update. So there's still a few bugs. All right, dude. Time to go to sleep. Interesting. Well, he'll have to figure it out. We'll try. We'll try that. Oh, on the NPC? Tell him to return to the delving? Okay. I usually go to the Delvestone and I withdraw them and put them back. Okay. Let's try it. Manage. Send back to delving. Ah, look at that. Thanks, Cal. And then they pop back in over here. And hopefully he went to bed. Let's see. See, I usually go to the Delvestone and withdraw them and stuff. So now I have another trick. Thank you, Cal. So where'd he go? Oh, there they come. All right, I'm going to make some breakfast. I never know if I should make it for just myself or them, because sometimes they eat dinner and sometimes they eat breakfast. Cooks work late morning to approximately dusk. Yeah, I don't have a cook yet. And like I said, sometimes they want food in the morning, and I'll make food in the morning and then they don't eat till dinner. So I never know. So let's go to the lodge, take a nap ourselves. They tend to wake up when you do. So if you don't wake up till noon, they don't wake up till noon. All right. Community lodge. Eat! I got it before you did. Haha. Alright, what are we going to do? I need to put stuff away. I've done a terrible job of putting stuff away. Even after working, non-cooks worked on early evening. Alright, we need to put some of this stuff away so I can have it when we're out and about. So we're going to put our extra ore in there. We got our scraps over here. Anything else? We're going to put away everything, and then we'll get a pack for traveling when we're ready to go out. This one I should pull a little bit forward. Granite. Elvenwood. Elvenwood. Stone. Scraps. I think I have one that's just marked specialty wood. If they don't get fed before night falls, they will go to sleep hungry, then we'll eat when fed. Okay. Alright. There's my coal. I have so many different worlds going, I always forget where I've got things. Ingots are over here. We will get what we need. Let me go ahead and empty at least one of these. Looks like I never did find the Telcar. That's right. I never did find the Telcar Muznikon. And I have no idea where to even look. I looked a little bit, but all this goes inside. And we've got some more meat, so that's good. Alright, you guys are hungry. At least that guy is. Are you hungry? Alright. Are the other guys hungry too? In the ancient tomb? What's in the ancient tomb? Famished. Are you also hungry? Yep, these guys are all hungry. So we will make 5. We're going to make 5. And it's afternoon, so we're going to make some lunch. Let's have some roasted parsnips. Those are my favorite. Oh, you think I left it behind in an ancient tomb? That's possible. I think I did go look there. At least at one of them. But I don't like going into those. So it may just not get done. If I end up over there for some other reason. Alright. Miscellaneous. Refined materials. Some of it's got other materials, it looks like. I got all my gems in different boxes, and I've since started making storage that says like semi-precious and precious gems. And again, I do have more than I would normally, but I had a build bag in here. Yeah, I do remember looking at one, but I get lost in those. Even yesterday with Cal and Tyler, even when they were helping me, I would have still gotten lost. I was like, you need to put a tether on me, you know, like put a rope when we go through here, because I'll get distracted too and be like, ooh, look, something shiny. All right, let's put the Telchars away
It's been a while.
for now until I find it, just because I don't want to carry them around. There's my box. Need to put some of my diamonds away too. Yes, the squirrel thing. Definitely. Is it cooking? It's cooking. Right? Did they eat? They must have ate.
The mountain smiles on us today.
Alright, we're going to get at least one of these empty. Star metal, resin, where do we got? I usually like to put them alphabetical too, and it doesn't look like I did. Oh, that's right. I forgot about star metal. I had to put it over here. Scraps go over here. I always keep my metal bits near my repair smithy. I got garden stuff. A box and coins. I shouldn't leave the door open, you know, a wolf's gonna come wandering through. Alright. Now we're gonna put some diamonds away because we don't need all of those. I usually keep the diamonds separate from all the other gems because I want to just come in and be able to dump the gems, and then I would accidentally dump my diamonds. Alright, we'll do that. So we have the basics in our pack. There's Tyler. One floor at a time in one direction, and I know, I'm told that, go from the outside in or whatever. I still get lost. So we do have the Telcar to find at some point. Alright, so what is our build the Zagal of wealth? Okay, so I will have to put the necessary materials. No, I bring the materials. So where are we going to put the Zagal of wealth? And then I got to remember which one of these guys was my builder. First, we're going to start by making the builder's hammer. And Cal reminded me we cannot move the monuments once we make it. So you better put it where you're going to want it. And I'm hoping I can put monuments all around here. I don't know yet. We'll have to see. So you make all the tools for the DLC or the NPCs here. And there's the builder's mallet. And then you got to give it to somebody with the skill of builder. So I'll probably see who it is. I think it was that one of the new guys, right? That I just got. So one of them has dark hair. Let's see. Metal worker. I wish there was a tab that showed builders' location, skills, and current job. Yeah, because when you look at the delve stone, it just says what you've assigned to them, not what their ability is. Monuments need roughly a 7x7 block floor area by approximately 3 wall tiles. Okay. But can I have them all spread around the Elven Quarter? He's depositing his pride.
It's been a while.
Because I would like some everywhere. Alright, are you the builder? Let's see.
Right.
You're the mason.
What use?
Builder. You are, wow, he's got all sorts of skills.
Will do.
All right, so I need to decide. Yeah, but how big is the
Unmounted
delving?
smiles on us today.
How big is the delving? That's what I don't know. We're going to put it right up here. Like, can this whole area be one delving? Or am I going to have to add like rally stones or something somewhere? Great monument. So this is the one we're going to do. And I have to supply stone and wood scraps. If it's covered by hearths, it's a delving. So does it, the delving, do the hearths have to be connected to all these buildings then that I want them to do? Your tower is a single delve. Yes. So I want to just have one. I tried to have one, or I had three in my PlayStation world, and I couldn't, it was exhausting running between all the delvings. So we may have to do some hearth collecting. Yes, hearths would need to be leaked, so we may have to do that. All right, so we have this. No builders currently working because it is time for dinner. What do we got going on here? Ah, we can already raise our delving. They have put all the necessary pride. So you can see that by delving level, 50-50, 50 out of 50 pride. And then you sing. Let's sing to the delving. The delve stone, rather. I just love how their mouth and everything moves. Isn't that cool? All right. The delving is raised higher. Yes. Now, Tyler has done it, however. Tyler has her elven quarter completely tied together. And she says the animals are still there. They don't disappear even though her hearts are all collected. Hello. So now we are at delving level 2, and we need 300 pride in order to go up. He just added some pride. Just FYI from experience in Axebeard. Yes. Yes. I mean, lots of things can happen. That is for sure. But we're going to try it. I may have to add, I don't know, I probably can't build a monument just in a rally stone area. So we'll definitely have to link our hearths. It's just the bear. He's gone. Don't worry about him. I'm going to have to kill the bear. The bear's not bothering nobody. But
Perfect.
sorry, Mr. Bear. So our builder will be up there eventually. Let's see if they need to eat. And then in the morning we're going to go see if we can find a cook. Because I believe now that the delving stone has... We can now have 7 dwarves. We have 5. I'm still confused where the... I mean, Cal, isn't the 5th one usually the Wanderer? I don't want to give too much away to somebody who doesn't know, but... I'm confused. All right, everybody's going to bed. I'll probably need to feed them in the morning. All right. So we've got the we have the monument being built. And normally you'd have to run all over the place to get all the supplies you're going to need to build it. But again, because this is a build world, it's quite possible I already have all the ingredients I'm going to need. All right, place and build this great monument so traders will come to Moria. Khazad-dûm was filled with great monuments to dwarfcraft. By building new ones, we signal to every clan and every people that Moria is rising once again. First should be the Zagal of Wealth, which will surely attract trades to our door. I suppose we could also put one up at Durin's tower and make that a separate delving. I haven't done any building up there. But let's go take a nap. Grandma needs lots of naps. All right. Yeah, we shall go make some food. I'm not going to make food at dinner. If they're not there, I don't think I'll make food because it just gets wasted.
It's been a while.
See, none of them are hungry.
Yes? Your humble servant.
All right. Pie for breakfast. Now, one of these guys should be building, right? Because I gave him the builder's mallet. Looks like that's going to be this guy right here. And if I want it to go faster, I have a second builder, don't I? Yes, let's go give... We'll give Alvi a builder's mallet too. That way we get it going a little faster. All right, let's make another builder's mallet. You can use up to 4 builders. Oh, okay. All right, let's go find Alvi. Looks like they all go up here and guard in the same area. You'd think they'd spread out a little bit. So we got a builder up there already.
Oh, we've turned a
Less than
corner.
4 hours
I sure know how to
remaining.
craft well.
So they get that first core done, and then you have to find the materials for the rest of it. There's Alvi.
Okay.
All right, we're going to give you a mallet so you can go do some building.
Aye.
All right. So we got 3 guards, 2 builders. And since we're kind of just waiting for this monument to get built, let us work on our storage. Because you need empty delving stuff, containers for them. But you don't want so many that, you know, they're putting stuff everywhere. And since I'm not going to be out adventuring as much, let's see. These are full. This one was also full. That's why I stopped using a scavenger, because I mean, this is what my scavenger got. This is not stuff I put in there. The scavengers are very effective. Salvagers? Scavengers are very effective. And these are often, a lot of these are full. So we're going to leave a couple for them to use for various stuff. They will put stuff in the delving chest, right? I think they will also take stuff from the delving chest. Got some mithril. And I'm wearing the backpack that came with the Yuletide DLC. It's more of a basket. Got some granite. Got some ingots. Maybe we'll go wandering and look for the Telkar. Muzdakan. Coins. With all the gold piles we did for the Yule DLC Steam event, I will not have any concerns getting gold to hire my folks. But normally, like the PlayStation world I'm working in, where I don't have build stuff in it, it's been a challenge to have enough gold. It's all full. Goodness, I got stuff everywhere. That one's full too. Miscellaneous. I don't really want sunstone in there. But my true and my sunstone box is full. Well, there's room there. So it's going to be a little disorganized unless I come in here and make some more storage. And this should go in the box. Got the extra weapons because we took those from the builder. I've been putting extra stuff over here for visitors. So should we go look for the Muzdakan? I think, you know, I hate to leave it unfinished. I know it should be in kind of the Gundabad or the Barinzabar area. Sounds like somebody's fighting with something. I'm going to have to move these stairs when I get a metal worker. Alright, that didn't take as long as I thought it would. Coal. We will probably go ahead and leave this on me, because we might end up down in the lower deeps. Who knows? The Muzikon's certainly not down there. But sometimes you run into those poison in the Bar area. Goodness, really? Let's see. I combined anything. We have all that white quartz because of the Yuletide build. So I guess it's going to go up here in the rope with my overflow. All right. While they're building, let's grab the Muznikon carvings. We've got a few possibilities. I definitely need 12, but I'm going to take 14 because maybe I'm wrong. I don't think so. I think you need 12 for that one, but we'll take them all. Then we can put them away and they won't take up a box space. Now, if I'm smart, I put away my my loadout bag, and I did not. I was emptying my basic load there. So we're going to want some, just in case, let's take some Durin's lamps, just in case we get to an area we haven't already been. So those are important. We want some wood and some stone and some granite, because you might find a lamp you need to repair. We want some coal. I usually just take a stack of everything. Need some iron ingots. And you need some metal bits in case you need to repair something while you're out wandering. Let's take some more true quartz so that we can repair any without taking away from the lamps. And we need some rope. That looks like everything. So, let's see how we're doing on our monument over here. Ah, they need to clean up their mess over here. Ah, it is time. So you can see here there's a list of stuff you would need to have: wood scrap, stone, gold ingots, 50 of them, and 150 true quartz. Normally you'd have to go out and look, and we're cheating a little bit because we had that build bag in here. So for demonstration purposes, so now the builders are going to come over here and start work on the monument. Wherever they are. There's one. So where are we going to go to look for this? It's usually the Gundabad area of Dwaradelf or Beorn. Where do you guys think I should look first? Because I've been everywhere. What's this? The Bone Horde. Won't be in there. Let's just wander around the Red Horn Lode and see what we find. We'll find orcs. That'll give us something to whack on. get our weapon out here. Oh, wait. Didn't we open... Oh, it took stuff out of my backpack. Ugh. Can't we make mithril weapons now? That would have been frustrating if I hadn't looked, but it took some of my supplies out of my backpack. I wish it wouldn't do that. I wish it would take from a chest, but I don't know how you would tell it to do that. Okay, back to getting what I need. Let's see if we can make mithril stuff. Because she's not wearing mithril, she's wearing her Durins. Yes, we can. Well, if you can make mithril weapons, make mithril weapons. So, I prefer two-handed, even though they're a little slower. And I really like the Thanzabad. It can be helpful to have one of the mallets, or the mauls. But I think I'm just going to make that. Alright, so what do we need? We need a topaz. We need fine leather, ironwood, and ingots. I'll have to figure out where all my stuff is. Mithril helmet. We need ingot. We need ruby. Fine leather. Armor. Ingot. Sapphire. Fine leather and fine cloth. And the slippers. We need ingot diamond, the white diamond, fine leather, and fine cloth. Alright, now let's see what we got in my boxes here before we go searching in a build bag. Alright, we're going to need to make some mithril ingots. So let's get started on that. And you can only make the mithril ingots at the big ones. You can't make it at these. So the Kazad, the star metal, all have to be made here. Let's move our stairs. We're going to have to move them anyway, so let's see if I can just get away with one here in the center. And they don't need at the sides, they just need in the front here. Alright. Oh, hungry. Time for dinner. So let's make 5 meals. If you don't make them soon enough, they'll go to bed. There we go. Fine leather, fine cloth. Fine leather, fine cloth. We needed a rubies. We needed topaz. We needed... I usually kept the white diamond somewhere else too, because you need those at the end. So hopefully I have enough. I only have 2 white diamonds? Is that right? How many do we need? That's for the armor. Dang it, we need 3. Let's go see if I have some up at my hunting lodge. Oh, yummy. Doesn't that look delicious? Looks like big slams of ham.
Oh, smells delicious.
Yes, it does. Looks good too. Felby's Hunting Lodge. I used to carry around a Felby's head, and I don't know why I haven't done it. Alright. I can now, because I don't need everything in my backpack anymore. Yay! Alright, I have enough of those. Definitely gonna need more ingots, so we'll get some... cooking, and then we'll sleep. I don't know why you haven't picked the meat up. It's gonna lay there and rot.
It's been a while.
It has.
The mountain smiles at us today.
It does. Maybe while we are waiting for all the ingots to cook in the morning, we will run out to the dim little dale. Maybe we'll find us a cook. Let's craft some more. Yes, thank you, cow. I will need coins. We'll get some now and then we'll go sleep. What would I do without your brain? So I'm going to take 6 because I think that's the most. Well, I might take more because I can get 2, right? But for now, finally you ate. I'm going to need some breakfast. And since they've ate tonight, they won't eat my breakfast. That's because you've forgotten coins so many times? Yes. Well, you know, we usually don't carry the coins on us. Alright, let's sleep. Right. I know I can run, but you know. I got something that I have a mapstone up there I haven't labeled. I wonder if that's the commitment hall that I haven't labeled.
Yes.
Get to work, everybody. Alright, did I finish getting my load bag ready? No. Still don't have my stone and my wood. Because it took it. And my granite. No, I still got my granite. Stone, wood. Still got my metal fragments, my diamonds, stone, granite, adamant. All right. Hi, how you doing, Gurney? And happy Valentine's Day to you and Kaiba. Ooh, Kaiba made a special. Do you have a special video for us to see? Definitely. The Lord of Forbidden Decks is over on YouTube. Go check out his channel. He makes really cute Kaiba the Pug videos. And he opens card packs. What, like, I'm going to get it wrong. Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, Magic, a variety. I apologize that I don't remember which ones. But if you're into pugs or collector cards, Magic. Collector cards, go check out his channel. Sweet guy, Gurney. All right. We were going to, while we're waiting for that, we're going to go to the Dimmerl Dale and see if we can find a cook. You're very welcome, Gurney. I will definitely check out Kaiba's special video today. Okay, we want a cook. Ooh, versatile. We're going to hire you. Because we can have him do whatever we want. And we're still going to look and see who else we got here to choose from. Also versatile. We've got the coin. We're going to buy. We're not going to buy them. We're going to hire them. It would be rude to buy somebody.
Cheers!
There we go. 2 versatiles. I've never come across that. So now we have a cook. And I will probably make the other one the artisan because we already have masons and metal workers and builders. We do need to keep a few guards though. You guys get to play outside now? Yes! With the new Durin's Folk DLC, which is currently $14.99, but they have a DLC bundle on sale. The Durin's Folk expansion came out, let's see, the Yuletide was, oh, it's been, what, maybe 2 months? Yeah, you can go out and you can hire people to help you out. You can hire cooks, builders, masons, metal workers, blacksmiths, and they help you build a whole new establishment they call a delving. So it's like a whole community called a delving. And the Beorn Lodge community that I have built for this very purpose is where everybody's staying. So you have to make beds for them all. It is very cool. I love it, Gurney. We're doing a group playthrough, so you'd be welcome to join us. All right, we're going to travel. We're going back to base. We're going to assign our new folks. Let's make one. Ooh, we are ready to unveil our first monument. When it's got the tarps around it, it means it's ready to unveil. Here we go. Let's unveil the monument. Gotta sing a little. It's beautiful, I can tell. Oh, that's right. No luxuries till you pay off your car. Well, I am sure there'll be another contest at some point because I'm doing a Lurkit campaign today and I will get given keys of some sort for the game to give out.
A testament to dwarven resolve.
Goal complete. Visit the trading camp. So now I can go visit traders. We're going to eventually get to making our armor. But we have our first monument now. Isn't that beautiful? Maybe in the fall. Okay. All right, so now we get to go to the trading camp. Hey, they're hanging out by the hearth up that I got snuck back there. Interesting. Not the one inside, but the one that's hiding behind the rocks out here. Oh well, wherever they want to sit. But I tucked a hearth back in there to you know, expand my hearth space. I should move it forward a little bit just so you can see it. All right, let's go see the traders. We will get our first assignment. All right, where's our dudes? Let's make sure. Oh yes, crossing the 1,000. Yes. Gosh, Gurney, that was unreal. Because as you probably know, I've probably mentioned it, like the week before I had like 417. I'm like, I'm getting there. I'm getting to 500. At 500, you can open up more stuff. And then I posted that Dune clip that currently has over 36,000 views. And within a week, I gained 600 subscribers. It was unreal. Rude little Grinch told me I went viral. I'm like, I could never have imagined ever in my life at this age doing this activity I would do anything viral. And I've had my 15 minutes of fame. Everything's kind of stabilized. But yeah, 1,000. And I had literally just finished doing that 500 when I crossed the 500 giveaway. So I got to do something for the 1,000. So I've been trying to figure out what I'm going to do for the 1,000. All right, we have enough beds for everybody here. But when I get more, that's when the challenge will come to see if I can bed them down in one of the other buildings here. So that's going to be interesting. But I'm going to write down the recipe or the goal, our trader goal. They'll give you a job basically, and one of your guys needs to make it. It's usually either a blacksmith or the artisan. So let's see. We've got our 2 new guys. We are going to give them, one of them is going to get the pan for cooking. And the other one's going to get, let's see. Oh, I could make one of them a brewmaster. Let's start with the cook, though. We might need the blacksmith right away. I can continue to manage this. Let's see. Wow. We do already have a metal worker, so let's make one of those. Let's make one of those. All right, so your artisan's going to work exclusively at the workbench, and they work out of a special chest that you have to put the materials in. It's all down here in the delving stuff. So they get a artisan's jeweled akfur, and you have to put it somewhere. They don't necessarily have to be able to access it, but you're going to put your materials in it for them to make stuff. And it probably took the ruby and stuff out of my bag, didn't it? Oh, I'm good. Let's put our coins away. We don't need them now. Oh, but I did know those. Duh. White diamonds. What else did I need? Ruby. Sapphire. Right. So let's find our versatile guy. We're going to make one a cook. We need to find our metal worker. There we go. Let's give you are now a metal worker. Now, if they have the device in their hand, they're going to go stand by by the forge and the furnace. So I take it away when they don't have a job to
Turn the
do.
corner.
All right, which one of you guys is my versatile, right?
Attitude, friend.
Cheers.
That's the builder. I think this guy back here that's hiding in a tree.
Oh,
I can't access him. There we are.
oh,
No? Get out of the tree so I can give you your tool. Builder, builder, builder. Oh, there's two guys sitting here. Bizarre. All right, there's my cook.
got
Your
it.
humble servant.
All right, and the builders don't have anything to do right now because we're not building anything else right now. So I will put them back on guard duty.
Will do.
And I'll just keep their thing on them. And where did
Oh,
your
the
weapon go? Did I didn't
mountain
take it
smiles
away,
on us
did I?
today.
Oh, you didn't have a weapon because you were a salvager.
Aye.
So, and then who's this guy back here that I can't access because you're hiding in the tree? That's the other guy, right? That's gotta be because he doesn't have a uniform on. All right. Bet you could also do another fundraiser for the charity you sponsored last time. I could make it another charity stream. And I was thinking instead of a specific game key, I could do like Steam gift cards. I could also do, can you do Epic gift cards too? That way it's not just for Steam. But yeah, fundraiser would be good. Gift cards, I think. Sir Cicero says you can start attaching merchandise, and we've been designing shirts in our heads that would have that list. You know that list of quotes that they'll do. I could pull a couple of the the really funny quotes and put those on shirts. That'd be fun too. I could raffle them. I missed the first two. Cosplaying would be an interesting. Ooh, cosplaying. Ooh, I could dress up as a dwarf, huh? Cosplay. I've been to a couple of Comic-Cons. They're pretty cool to go to. You could let people vote on the outfit in the game you play for the celebration as well. That's a great idea, Gurney. That's a great idea. So, I have several games, but I limit it to a specific game to do dress up, cosplay? Or would it be any game? And I'm not hearing my thud thud when I have a comment. That is why I didn't hear it. That is a good point. Streamer bot is selected. Sometimes I just have to turn it off and back on again. It had a new Windows update. Ugh, I hate it when they do Windows updates. Let's see if that helps. There we go. Yes, thank you, Gurney. Now I can hear it. I'd say pick your 3 favorite games and a character you could cosplay as from each, and then make a poll and a post in your Discord server. Yes, and then I'd have to figure out how to make the costume or purchase the costume. Most cosplayers, don't they? They make their own, right? Lots to think about, Gurney. Yeah, I'd need a little time to plan for sure. All right, we're going to go see the traders. We'll come back and try to find our other versatile. Let's see, Demerald Dale. Let's see, how do I get out to the traders? Raise all the delvings, we did. Visit the trading camp. Trading camp, I must cross the open doors of Durin and meet her. Aha! Yes. Back to the, this is where we started, right? The doors of Durin. We were trying to get in when the explosion happened and we fell through. Yes, and when they fall through, that's part of the DLC, Gurney, the Durin's Folk DLC. You fall through when the world, when you try to open up Durin's door, because this time Speaking Friend didn't work. They used explosives. Gimli was trying to get us in here, and the explosion happened, and we fell through. And that's always been true in the game, but this time you have to find 4 survivors. And I will definitely use your services. You can help me with that for sure. We can decide. We absolutely have to do Dune though, right? Because Dune, it was the Dune clip that got me to this point. And then Return to Moria is,
Oh, now
you know,
this
I'm
is
in
a
the
proper
creator
trading
program,
post.
and it's what got me to that point before. Password's not working. Yes. It's a pain. I know you're not supposed to, but I have to write them down. All right, so we are now about to meet the trader. Remember her at the end of the game? You go to see her and she's like, we're opening trading. Ah, I told you I would build a trading camp right here. What do you think? Supplies, tents, traders, what more could you want? I see only dwarves. Where are the elves, hobbits, and men? Oh well, we don't need their kind at our walls. A bit discriminatory. That's what the king under the mountain decreed. He thought it best to restrict trade to use dwarves as go-betweens for now. All right. I'm not sure we need to be so cautious. How does it work? Simple. Traders bring goods to the west gate. You fulfill their orders and gain respect. That allows for bartering. Fulfill an order, you establish your reputation. When a trader has something you need, you'll find the reputation is a kind of currency. Ah, I fulfill their orders, then get what I need from them. Ooh. Durin, and then maybe Ragnarok. Ah, Freya. Yes, that would be an easy one. I could just get a wig and maybe even like a wonder what would work. Like maybe like for Renaissance, like a kind of a costume for a Renaissance fair. That might work for her. All right, so we have 2 traders, it looks like, the Shire and the Blue Mountains. Let's go see.
Perhaps we can trade.
All right, he wants to make some, where'd my pencil go? He wants us to make steel arrowheads. So you're going to have your blacksmith making those? No, or the artisan. I think it's the artisan. Decorative metal work. And when you get back to the device that they build on, it'll tell you what you need, but I just find it's easier for me to write stuff down. And he'll also buy red beryl. Now that you find in the iron deposits in the like the Gundabad area. All right, so that's our first order from the Blue Mountain Trader, and then you can purchase stuff. Now this coastal marble is very coveted for all the builders out there, and you use shell with the coastal marble. And then you can buy recipes for a mason's hat, Geo display, Stoneman's garb recipe, so like cosmetics for them. Cook's toque recipe, it's a hat, I believe. Coastal marble building set, cured fish, so that's what you could buy. So you will also need the coastal marble to build something, and I don't believe that's in my build bag because those are older build bags materials. So that we'll have to hoof it to find, to get, to earn. All right, the Shire. Let's see what the Shire wants to trade. Few are allowed past the Dundanes. Ooh, I didn't say that right. Cordon since King Elser's order, but some of us old dwarves like me, Ranvaig, came and went through the farthings before he had the crown. I am friendly with the Shire folks and know their appetites. Does that mean you bring the hobbit's latest harvest? All right, let's see.
I'm looking for fine dwarven craftsmanship.
So he is looking for brass buttons. And he needs 4. That's something else I got to do. You got to find out how many they need or you'll make too many. The builder's kit. Let's see. And the builder's kit, he wants 3. And he wants some cabbage. That is not hard to come by. Cabbage, and he'll take 495 cabbages. All right, and then you can buy
like an
eggs
industrial
and
dwarf.
fine cloth, wool. Wool's a new item that you can only get from the trader. Some food items, some cookware, meat hat. Meat hat comes into play later. Kitchen apron, and some new seeds that you can grow. Pumpkins and sweet root. All right. Let's go back to the other one and find out how many, because I didn't realize that they might not want 10 of them. So you got to be careful how many things you plan for them to make. So he wants 3 more. He wants 3 arrowheads. And decorative metalwork, 4. One time I made some stuff that I got like the very first visit out here, and then they never asked for it again. So I have all this stuff sitting around that nobody ever asked for again. Oh well. All right. Alrighty then. If you make extras, can't you just store them for future trades? That is a possibility. I haven't found that to be true. Yes, the orders come around again, but I made a few like at the very beginning that never came around again. So I don't know. But yes, that would be the thought, and a few things did come up again, like the arrowheads come up multiple times. And I'm starving. And there's our cook. He was just eating. Oh, there's food for me.
You found me.
I'm happy to be playing a part of your success. Honestly, it's Durin's return even necessary. Your leadership has been excellent. I appreciate your compliments. I proceed with the hope Durin's witnesses our hard work. Witnesses our hard work. Let's eat. I can't eat it. Somebody else is going to eat it. Somebody else did eat it, and it's just sitting there. All right. We're going to make some breakfast, so in the meanwhile, I'll just eat an apple. You can, and they do. Each trader, however, only asks for certain recipes. Yes. That makes sense. Let's make some breakfast. Let's have a Shire breakfast. I still want to go make my mithril armor. So let's see how our ingots are doing over here. Make some more while we sleep. Oh, and you see the little priority box underneath where it says queue full? And it says you could pick a priority. So you can tell the metal worker exactly what you wanted them to work on. But I have found if I only put the materials I want them to make in their little, because they have a special metal workers ore bin. If you only put what you want them to work on in it, then that's all they do, theoretically. And they don't have to like access it, but let's move that out of the way. We may need it later, but where are we going to put it? I don't know. We'll worry about it later, where we're going to put it. All right. What does it say? We can make all sorts of stuff. We can now make builder's kits and decorative metalwork, workbench. We can now make the steel arrowhead and the brass buttons. So I'm going to need a artisan and a blacksmith. And we already had a blacksmith, correct? We already had one of our guys is a blacksmith. And one of our guys was already a metal worker. So I need to find the blacksmith, make him a blacksmith hammer. This can be a bit of what they call it, grind, when you have to I don't know why I have this up here, when you have to run back and forth and collect materials and stuff. All right, let's go eat. Hopefully nobody eats my food. I suppose I could have my own little table up there and everything, you know. That food spoiled. Ah, somebody's gonna eat it. Dang it. One guy hadn't eaten yet. When it's sitting there and the food is there and you can't access it, that means somebody took dibs on it. There's food there. Why aren't you eating the food? Twitch gets ads. You're ad free. Yes. Yeah, that's a decision I'm going to have to make, isn't it? If I'm going to run ads. Twitch keeps telling us that they were going to run ads anyway, no matter whether you were an affiliate or not. So I went ahead and went to affiliate. Figured if the ads are running, I might as well give the bonus stuff that's available to you guys if I'm an affiliate.
What news?
But yeah, I guess I can do that now, but I hate commercials. I don't know if I'd want to do that. I'm undecided. All right. What are we doing? I'm waiting for my food to cook. I need to find the other versatile guy. Where is he hanging out? He was going to be my artisan, right? I took one of the versatiles and put him in the kitchen. Usually if they don't have a job, they're hanging out here.
Look. Oh,
You're my mason. I put you into building. What are you? What are you? What are you? Metalworking. I already gave somebody else the metalworking tool, right?
Greetings.
So much to coordinate. masonry. The metal worker is probably back by the furnace, because that if the tool's in their hand, they'll sit there. All right, here's the other guy.
Oh,
Versatile. You are now an artisan.
aye.
Dun dun dun. So, then you go to the workbench. You see what materials they need to make the order, which is way over here on the right. In order to make some arrowheads, they need some Khazad steel ingots, and I need 15 per and 3, so I need 45. I need 45. I write with my left hand. And copper ingots, and he wants, for the decorative brass buttons, 4 times 8 is what, 32? I'm not a mathematician, so no making fun of me if I got that wrong. So if you put more in their little box, they will make more. So I need 32 copper ingots. I'm going to try to make this stuff myself and not rely on my build bags. It doesn't look like I have any copper ingots. So we're going to make some. Now I can have him make them, but he makes them kind of slowly. Hello, hello. All right, so we got that cooking, and we needed Khazad ingots, right? The steel arrowheads. Why didn't I write that down? I think they're Khazad. Look at that, I don't have any of those either. So we shall cook some. Oh my God, you totally missed the most amazing thing while Twitch forced you to watch their ads. Grandma will never be able to repeat that. Truly a life-changing moment. What? You totally missed the most. While Twitch forced you to watch their ads, Grandma will never be able to repeat that. Truly a life-changing moment. What did I do, Gurney? See, I don't even know what I did. We're making Khazad ingots. All right. While those are cooking. I'm sorry, Gurney, that if I missed some life-changing moment. So, let us go to the Mithril Forge. Oh, I see. Like, they really did miss something. You're clever. You're a little sneaky too, aren't you? I'm sorry I didn't fall for it. All right, we are going to the Mithril Forge. And I did mark it as the Mithril Forge. That wasn't very bright. So Toradelph. That's the Nogrod. It's usually in Berinzen Bar. There we go. So what is our stone there? Mass stone red horn lode. And we need to change the name when we get there. We'll change the name. All right. All right, let's change it to Mithril Forge. Okay. I should have looked around, made sure there was nobody here. I should come in here and clean up the forge too. And honor King Nain with a better grave area. Like maybe make him like a enclosed. Is there a bad guy in here? Heard somebody talking. Okay. Let's see if we can make our... what did I not bring? The ironwood. And I didn't bring the amethyst. Okay. What else did we need? Ironwood and an amethyst. Okay. Dare you to call the next one Kaiba's Keep. Ooh. Kaiba's Keep. Maybe I can name the library after him. We'll call it Kaiba's Book Nook. How's that? You guys like to read, right? You're a reader, I think. Kaiba's Book Nook. That works for me. I still have yet to build it, but I'm going to. I even have the space already lined up where it's going to go. I think you've earned a book nook. You're one of my long-standing, most loyal fans. Then we shall make Kaiba a book nook. It's going to go over there by the Lord's Manor, which is very appropriate since you're the Lord of Forbidden Decks, that Kaiba's book nook is going to be right next to the Lord's Manor. All right, what am I doing? I'm getting amethyst and ironwood. Amethyst? Is that right? This one. Yes. I thought amethyst was purple though. And ironwood. Here's our metal worker. It'll say that he's needing materials. So we will get him started. Oh, the black. I need the blacksmith. I need a blacksmith too, don't I? I have to go hire another one. It is super cute. The Lord's Manor and Kaiba's Book Nook. It shall be so. So the metal worker is going to make my ingots. So let's right? Where do I craft? Where Where does the order, where's the order, the trader order for... All right, copper, priority. Then we have to put the copper ore in here. I'll get it together here. So, but you got to be careful how much you put in there, because he'll just keep making it. So how many do you need? How many ores do you need per ingot? 3. So I don't need a lot in there. I'll just put 30 for now, because I've already started some making. Be conservative, because like I said, unless you do the actual math, which would be a benefit, but I'll have to get a calculator. Just be conservative about how much you put in there. My hometown had the most wonderful bookstore. It was called the Neat Little Bookstore. Oh. So he's working on the Kaaba, and we need Kazad ingots. So we need to put in some gold and iron ore. So we will put a stack of gold and a stack of iron ore. Where's my gold? There's my gold. And we'll get him to making us some Kazad ingots. Will 50-ish elven chests do us for storage for now? I think. I should show you the one that I built in the Elven Quarter of my PlayStation. I made a basement. I put a building here, but I made it a basement instead of filling it up, and I put so many chests down there. So many chests. Remind me of one of the owners, a nice married couple that had retired. Ah. So they had retired from their regular jobs. All right, now we need to go make the gauntlets. And the ironwood, we need the ironwood. I'm so distracted. I got so many cool things I could do right now. Like the artisan. We got to give the artisan stuff. The artisan's making the brass buttons and the builder's
Smells
kits.
delicious.
I thought I already gave him his little tool.
Yum. That hit the spot.
So arrowhead, so that's why I'm making the ingots and the copper. What else are we making?
Last night was bad
So
second.
I probably need a blacksmith more than I need the metal worker. Because right now I don't have anybody to actually make the stuff. Let's go finish up our mithril armor though. I'm getting quite distracted. Excuse me, getting quite distracted here. All right. So we will have some Red Dead later with Curbs and Oz helping me out. So that'll be, oh, about an hour and a half. So I'm going to have to finish this up in about 30 minutes or so. 30 minutes, thereabouts. 45 maybe. So I have to give myself time to eat and set up. Yes, too many shinies. I love this part of the game, though, being able to make, work with the traders. That is like the most awesome thing ever. All right, now I will turn off my fancy suit so you can see what the armor looks like on. I'm going to switch out our weapon too. So let's take off our magic lighted armor. So that is what the mithril armor looks like. See if I can get in the light here. That's what it looks like. It's a very pleasant armor. Here, let's do this. Get back in the light. Turn around. There you go. And then you got your nice big mithril weapon, which we still have to put a rune on. All right. We got that done. I really like wearing my lighted armor though, my headlights. Because I prefer not to carry a torch around. Because if you're carrying a torch and then you use a weapon, of course, and then you get the darkness debuff, you'd have to put the torch down to have the battle. Next thing you know, it's dark. Yes, it is a very beautiful armor, isn't it? Yes, it is. I don't like having my head covered though. That would be claustrophobic to me. I couldn't do it. But we can take her helmet off if we so choose. Where am I going to put this though? Well, we can't take it off right now because we have too much stuff in our backpack. You use the miner's helmet. Yeah, to me it always looks like you're smoking a pipe for some reason. Yeah, the miner's helmet is certainly an option. I used to use a Zarek torch all the time, but then it's sitting in the back of your head and leaving a big old shadow in front of you. And I didn't like that. Materials. A box. Nope, I need those. Need 4 of them. We'll put the armor away. See, we need the ingots here. For the artisan. Now, didn't I put the thing in his hand? That's our metal worker. He made 1. But I need the blacksmith.
Aye.
Masonry. You're going to stay a guard. I do not need masonry. That's my builder. Better put some brew in here. Can't have an empty brew kettle. This is my versatile, and yes, they have the, call it an ADZ, A-D-Z or something like that. So who's my blacksmith? Metalworking. Do I not have a blacksmith? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the cook makes 7. So I don't have a blacksmith. And none of these guys are a blacksmith. So, right now, we will not be making the blacksmith items. We will be making the, called the blacksmith. Is that from a movie or a show or something that I'm not catching the reference? All right, so we do not have a blacksmith at this time, but we have an artisan that can be working on those. And as soon as we upgrade the delving, the other thing you can do is you can dismiss one of these guys and then try to hire a blacksmith. That'd be an option. We got one that's also a... See, I don't need a masonry guy. They're the ones that go around and fix buildings, but I really don't need that. He does just... So we can dismiss Arna. Final line for Robin Hood Men in Tights. Ah. That's a funny movie. Building mining. We need him as a builder. Need him as a builder. That's our metal worker. This is our artisan. This is our cook. So I'm guessing it's going to be Arna.
Aye.
So Arna is going to be discharged, right? That's what you call it? Details, manage, dismiss. Let me take his clothes first. Arna's trying to sleep. No rest. I'm even going to take his weapons and his clothes. And we're going to dismiss you so we can try to get a blacksmith in here. So you can go back to your family and your home and whatever. Shh. Bosses are all the same. We take it back. The minute we don't need you anymore, we take it back. All right. I should be sleeping. But you can go to the Dimrel Dale and hire people in the middle of the night. So we're going to take some coins. And see, I had this plan that I was going to go put stuff away, and then I didn't. Or that I was going to go look for that Moosnakon, and I didn't. But we will dump the rest of this in the dump box instead of running around crazy again. Now, if they were all behind a barrier, like in my other world, I didn't put armor on everybody because I like to see kind of their original outfit. But put that in there. I'm going to keep that. We don't need that anymore. We're going to put the copper. See, for the blacksmith, you have to have the I do not have the blacksmith thingamajigger. There's a case that the blacksmith puts their stuff in. Have I not opened that yet? Maybe because I haven't found the blacksmith yet? Or maybe because I haven't made the blacksmith mallet. What's it called? Blacksmith hammer. Yeah, I'm not a good one to watch if you want a tutorial, because I'm just all over the place. Blacksmith's mallet. There we go. Blacksmith's billet rack. I am slacking, Gurney. It's terrible. Okay, so now I have the mallet. And you have to have the blacksmith. Where are we going to put it? Because I have to be able to access it. I think it's going to go right here. Ooh, and the cook needs the pantry. Is that the right thing? Yes. So you're going to put your things that the blacksmith needs in here. And I need a pantry for the cook. My goodness. All right, pantry's going to go here. Hi, Sabatko. You going to bed? I welcome you anytime. And I'm glad you were here. Please have a good rest. All right, let's give a pantry. Wonder what she was using to cook from, or he. He was making food. I thought they didn't use anything unless it was in the pantry. Interesting. Let's put some stuff in there. Mushrooms, beans, onions. That. Nope, can pull from delving chest. Oh, I've got delving chests full of all sorts of food because of the, except for meat. I'm running low on meat. Okay, now I know that. They will have an endless supply of food then. But I need to get meat. Roasting meat over a roaring fire, most likely. Yes, I'm going to need meat. Spice. Let's put more of this in there. I did not remember that they will take it from the delve chest. So if I don't want them taking from that, I will need to move it, but I don't think it's a problem for them to take from that. Less work for me. But I will need to get them more meat, because for some reason, I don't know how, I've used up all my meat unless I've got it somewhere else. Azorus 82. Well, hello there. And welcome. Welcome in. I'm good. I've been very scattered today, though. There's so many things you can do at this point in this game, where with the Durin's Folk expansion, that I've just been running around crazy and quite disorganized. So I've been telling people, you know, don't watch this for a tutorial today, because I've just been so disorganized. Because now you can have people work for you, to make you things. And it's way cool, but I keep getting distracted from it. This is an awesome game, Azorus. I've got 22 hours in, a little bit more. And you can build your own places. Now with the Durin's expansion, you can hire NPCs, you can find survivors, because you've gone back in the mine. They were trying to get the doors of Durin open, you know, after Gandalf and all that, and nobody could get it open for whatever reason. So Gimli decided to blow the door open, and in the process, Everything blew up and you fall into the mine and you have to find your way out. And now with the Durin's Folk expansion, you find survivors. You've learned more than just being scatterbrained today? I hope so. So what am I doing now, Lord? Mr. Gurney? I was going to go look for a blacksmith. Right? And I took my helmet off because I didn't want... I got to go find a blacksmith. I thought one of my guys was like a blacksmith metal worker, but he was a metal worker, builder, mason. So we're going to the Dimrel Dale. That's where you hire your workers. And we're going to cross our fingers and hope somebody hears a blacksmith. I do. Thank you for checking. Let's find out what you have to say. The King's Court has too many whispers about who really owns Moria. I'd rather swing my hammer here than listen to another debate about ancient property rights. That's funny. Here, action speaks louder than whispers. And let's see what he does for a living. He's a versatile, so we could make him a blacksmith if we chose to. Let's see what we got. Oh, we got three. We got 3 this time. Let's see what you do. I mean, the versatile are great to have because then you could change what you... Beorn! Finally, the Wanderer. We must talk to the Wanderer. Stories of your renown, my renown, have spread across the misty mountains, yet it was the glow of the beacon that drew me in. I am an experienced traveler and know my way around these peaks. You are a wanderer? Your travels may prove useful. Welcome. I think, though, I have to get rid of somebody else because I'm full, right? Oh, no. Oh, because I dismissed... Yes. Because he takes one of my spots. He doesn't do a chore. So we're going to have to dismiss somebody else we love. Let's see what you do. Need to read your messages where? In the chat or in the Discord? Am I missing your messages, gal? Smelting is more than following recipes. I'm prepared to craft whatever is needed from unpredictable ore. Metalworking. Okay, we're going to come back and hire the versatile, but we're going to have to dismiss somebody else now that Beorn has taken their spot. How long is the versatile guy here? I don't want to miss him. He's here for another 2 hours. You have a delve max and a company max. Yes, and right now I'm at a max of 7 in the delve. Somebody else is about to get fired. That's right. Sorry, dude. Right. If I had more than one delve, though, right, is when you get the company max. You have to have another delving, or at least another rally stone. Yeah, I can have 7 out of 7. I can have 2 delvings. Whoops, go back. So I'm a level 3. I can have 2 delvings, but I'm not gonna, I don't think so. I'm gonna try to get them all here at the same delving, but I don't know. We're gonna try. So I could build another delving. But you have to have more than one delving, right? I'd have to have a second delving. So I'm gonna have to, yeah, I'm gonna have to withdraw one. So
Oh,
I gotta keep him. He's one of my
it's
builders.
been a while. Aye,
I think I have 2 metal workers, so I could get rid of him, right? I've already got a metal worker over here. Yes. But you don't need to dismiss them. Oh, just withdraw for now. Okay. Can't you at least let them walk away wearing clothing this time? It's bad enough to send them back to their families unemployed. To add insult to injury. You're right. Yeah. Poor Arna. So I don't have to dismiss them. You just withdraw them. Okay. I have 2 metal workers. So where'd that one go? But he's a guard, so I'm gonna have to go find him, because when you look on the delve list, at, you know, it says whatever they're signed to do. Why is Ingen not doing anything? Alvi is in combat somewhere. There's the Wanderer. Alvi, who's standing by? Is that my cook? No. Three, 4. This is Vior. I recognize him. We're not going to talk to him just yet. Alvi might be the artisan up here. See, I'm gonna have to take notes on everything. No, he's working. Who's Alvi?
Oh, we've turned
Ingen.
the corner. Cheers.
He's a builder. The pantry is empty. No, it's not. I just filled it, right? I filled it. So where's this Ingen person that's just standing by? Cook.
Hard work is paying off. Cheers!
Okay, this is the guy. This is the guy that we're going to... What's his name again? Gunther. Still got to figure out who Ingen is, and I'm starving. Manage. Gunther. They will not appear in your delving, but can be relocated at any time. So if you do it from the delving, you can just withdraw them. And then you can bring them back. And who's Ingen? See, Ingen's not been assigned anything. If they're standing by, it means they're not assigned, like they're not assigned to be a guard or a salvager, or... It's a good place to stop. I'd like to go get my blacksmith first. I'm going to go get that versatile guy before he leaves. And then we'll figure out who Ingen is later. Because I have Red Dead Redemption. And about 1 hour and 15 minutes. Was it this guy that was the versatile? Helga.
Cheers.
Yes. Helga, you are now my blacksmith. Wow, 3 versatiles. That was some luck. That was definitely some luck there. All right, now because they're going to be outside, I will need to give them some armor. So let's see, what's my better armor here? Durin. You get the Durin's armor. And not going to give them a weapon because they're going to get the blacksmith hammer. So where is Helga? Where is Ingen? Is this Helgen? Helga? No, that's the artisan. He's probably out of stuff. Can't make any more. I really could have the metal worker working on this. All right, where did Helga go? Helga, where are you, dear? She over here with Beorn? There. Oh, they're cozy. Look at that. They've already struck up a lovely relationship. That you think all dwarves look alike. They do. Look. Ah, I caught them, so they broke it off. Come back here, Helga. Helga's scared of something. All right, put some armor on. Just yesterday, I was talking to Cal and Tyler that I'd never had a NPC fall out and need to be revived. And yesterday on my PlayStation World, sure enough, one had to be revived. It was so crazy.
I need a better
Ah,
weapon
that's
for
what you're
this.
fighting over here. Get him, Beorn. Bare knuckle brawler it. You can't give Beorn a weapon either, because he has other plans for you. All right, where's Ingen? If they're standing by, that means that they're not... Okay, I'm going to withdraw them and bring them back. That's what I'm going to do. Standing by. So they haven't been given a chore to do. There you are.
Cheers.
Ingen's one of my builders. All right. That is why they're just standing by. But I don't like them to hold on to their thing, because then they're wandering around going, I have nothing to do. All right, Lord, I'm just about done anyway. So, thank you for your help and the great ideas. We are definitely going to do some cosplay. We're going to do some giveaways. We're going to do some charity, because 1,000's big deal. That means you can start monetizing if you choose to on YouTube. All right. We got some more. There's Beorn. He's going to take a break. Let's put the rest of these ingots here. I don't need a scavenger right now. I'm going to put that away. So, all right, did we make, we did, we made the blacksmith thing. Now we need to give them the items they need. Helga's over here waiting. Look at her beautiful purple armor.
What news?
Yes, you need materials. So, to make brass buttons.
Our enemies attack.
No, they're not making brass buttons. She's making What are you making and what do you need? She's making a builder's kit, so she needs steel ingots. We got plenty of those. And we need 3 times 8 is 24 steel ingots. What? We don't? That's because they're all in a build bag, probably. But we'll get them started.
Our enemies attack!
What enemies are you talking about? So I only have 7, so she can't even make 1. But when I have enough, she will make them from here. And what was the other thing she needed? Miss Helga. She needs copper ingots, which I was making a bunch for the artisan. So now we need even
Our
more.
enemies attack! What news?
So we're going to be busy making stuff. We'll put this as a priority so they can work on that. But I'll have to make sure I keep enough ore in here. I suppose if you don't want to run back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, like Cal said, you can just put it in a delve chest. But the problem with that is they'll just keep making stuff.
Our enemies attack!
And if they're going to make steel, they need iron and coal to make steel. We'll give them a stack of that. And a stack of this. Where's my coal? Probably used it for something when I was making the
Our enemies attack!
ingots.
That hit the spot.
Did it?
Oh, a hearty meal cures nearly all.
Okay. Whoa, a little laggy there. Let's put the food in the pantry. I don't need
Our
this
enemies
anymore.
attack!
The Chaos Gals, is that what you're going to call Tyler and I, the Chaos Gals? That works. Chaos Gals. We could call you the OCD guy. Let's see, this goes in here. No, you know, there has to be that balance. You have to have somebody that's making sure everything's cleaned up, and you have to have somebody that makes sure there's something for them to clean up. That's how you balance things out. Right? If there's a person who needs to clean up, you make sure there's stuff they need to clean up. That's, in my assessment, that's how it works. We're doing you a favor by leaving stuff out. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right. Now, I think we're in a good spot here to save. We've got our blacksmith, we've got a metal worker, we've got our artisan, we have a cook, we have our builders. I think, though, we only ended up with 2 guards, right? We only got 2 guards now because everybody else is assigned. Eventually it'll say you can raise the delving when you have all the little boxes filled. See, he's giving it some pride. And look, he filled up 2 boxes. Is that all our boxes? We're at 300 and 300. I thought that when you filled that, that's when you got the next delving level. All right, let's look at our quest real quick. And then we're going to have to call it good. Discuss expeditions. Raise all the delvings. Prepare for Durin's returns. So, find the Wanderer Vor and talk to him. At the Dimral Dale, this wanderer spoke of the Misty Mountains and his experience with them. I wish to send dwarves to the surrounding peaks for supplies, and I'm sure this is why he arrived. So let's let that be our final step here. So Beorn went upstairs, didn't he? So, just like all these other guys, there is a particular item that everybody needs. Whether they're a guard, a cook, blacksmith, they have to have a particular item. Beorn needs a particular item as well. Where'd he go? He was down here, right? Look at them all down here standing on the furniture. There you are, Beorn. Can I talk to you while you're standing on the furniture? Beorn, talk. I will earn my keep. In my wanderings, I've come to discover the locations of resources that may be of great value to you. You could lead an expedition for such resources. I'd be honored. First, we'll need an expedition table. From it, I can pinpoint locations based on what I've encountered. Also, you tell me what you need, and I will scout it for you. I will build you an expedition table. All right. Why are they all like standing in the same chair? That's interesting. Maybe they need more space between them? But he's standing on a table. Anyway, let's build him an expedition table, and then next next episode, we will find out what an expedition table is. We could put it right here in front, or we could put it over here to the side. Why is my floor broken? So let's not, I kind of like the idea of putting it right there, but might be in the way. But for some reason, that's where I want to put it. So that's where we're going to put it. Expedition table. Dun, dun, dun. Expedition table. So you see the yellow ring that's around it?
To explore among our range.
Whoever's going on the expedition or coming back from an expedition needs to be inside the yellow ring. Now, you choose the expedition by looking at the map. And each of these markings will tell you what you can find at that location. So if you look off to the right, this one's called the Lost Rune. Gold and amber, coal and amber, amethyst and sapphires. But there's going to be threats there. So we're going to run into drakes and orcs, red-eye trolls, red-eye tribe orcs, and red-eye tribe uruks. So that would be a challenge. This is when it's good to have friends with you. Another lost rune, rich in sapphire, coal, and amber, and rubies. And we'll meet trolls and orcs, spiderlings, and red-eye trolls. And you notice underneath the name of the item, or the location, it'll have stars.
I'll tear you down.
And the stars, oh, we're having a siege. And the stars tell you how difficult it's going to be. All right, where's my guards? Ah, it's nighttime. They're in bed. Shoot. Oh, no, there they are. Where are they coming from? Which They're sieging on this one.
Our enemies attack!
Are they behind us? Why are they over there? They're up there. Why on earth are they up there?
Orcs! We got
Oh,
orcs!
fudge. They're up on my skywalk. Why aren't they at the door?
That's all you got.
He broke something.
Our enemies attack!
Where are the rest of them? How strange. Just the one guy up here making all that noise? He broke a pillar. Probably broke a barrier too. Leave it to an orc to disrupt what I was doing. Alright. That was just strained, wasn't it? So I better repair, right? Where's my repair hammer? Oops, the bottom one too. Alright. Interrupted me? That was just doofus. Tight the fell beast tall. And everybody's sleeping, right? Everybody's got a bed? This person has rough sleeping habits. Look at this. The poor artisan. They don't look very comfortable at all. And how come Beorn's not in bed?
What news?
Right? That's everybody. This is my cook, correct? Yeah. So this Beorn should use this bed, right? We'll give it to Beorn. All right. Let's find somebody to raid. Please, you guys over on Twitch, will you go with me, please? Let's find somebody either playing Lord of the Rings, Return to Moria, or another smaller streamer that could use some company. We'll share some love. So let's see let's see who's playing, what's out there. I've got a few people that I watch playing Dune also, if we can't find anybody playing Lord of the Rings. Let's see. following? Nobody that we're following, but there's quite a few people. But I think I'm in an ad, right? So we're gonna wait till the ad is over. And then we will raid. So stick with me. Aw, 2 people already left. Bummer, because of the ad probably. Dang ads. Where did I get the cheese? That's interesting. Where did I get the cheese? Put some stuff away. Interesting. That's kind of funny. Don't know where I got the cheese. I mean, unless the cook made it and just tossed it in my backpack for me. Like, here you go, honey, you're on your way out. Have some cheese. That works. Hephaestus! Unfortunately, you came just as I was going to raid out, but please stick with me and go with me for a raid. But we've had quite a bit of fun today. We've got our delve stone up and going. We just got our expedition table. Have you been able to play Endurance, folk? Because I don't want to give too much away if you haven't. But I'm waiting to raid till the ad's over. Aren't you seeing the ad? Right? Should be an ad. I think. Says there's an ad. Unless you're one of my subscribers. That'd be lovely. I need to pull that list again. I haven't pulled the list in a while. Mithril ingots we need to put away. Ooh, what's that little lag? We don't want that. We don't want no lag. We don't need the ironwood. Let's get a little bit more regular wood though. Let's get a few more scraps on us here. See, they're going to start using these delve things to put stuff in that I don't want in there. But that's the way it'll go. Even your, the guy that's making stuff for you will put stuff in there. See? There are our brass buttons that they asked us to make. And the other thing we were working on was we needed 4 brass buttons. So they need 8 more copper. And then we need 45 Khazad ingots. So there's the copper. Now they have enough ingots. Of course, we're going to have to give some stuff to the other guys too. That one's full. Got 1 coin. Why do we have 1 coin? And some salt. Don't know why we have salt. We'll put that in the kitchen though.
Mind how you go.
We'll give it to her. All right, is our ad over yet? Ads have started. Does it tell me when the ad is over? Ads have started. Well, we have a little bit to do next week. We were looking at the expedition table when the siege started. So let's go look at that while we're waiting for the... Oh, the ad is over for you? Are your Twitch, right? All right. I saw somebody that's also playing Return to Moria. Looks like a small channel, only has a few people watching. So let's go share some love. I'll tell you who we're going to raid. Then I'm going to put you on my end screen. And you can listen to the music while it transitions over. But I think we're going to go raid... who did I see over here? Same category. Now, why are you just spinning your wheel? I don't like that. Let's try it again. Same category. All right. We have, here's one with 2. They speak German though. Here's a boomer, somebody my age. The finger up. Balding, unshowered, stinky gamer. Those are some of the tags. So we're definitely going to go see finger up. So let's go meet the stinky, balding boomer like me. So, you know the drill. Quit adulting long enough to go play and have some fun. And maybe you'll be back for some Red Dead Redemption later today. See you then.